Hi, this is Karen Meyer of NASW Family History. Ted and I are area temple and family history consultants for the Scottsdale Coordinating Council. What we'd like to do is show you a little bit how to use the Ward Family History template. And if you're a temple and family history leader, this will help you to work with your consultants. So here's the scenario. You're a temple and family history leader. You see the bishop coming down the hall. You have one of three options. You duck into a room so you won't have to tell him that you don't have information for him. 2, when he asks how family history is going, you say, fine, just fine. Oh, thank you for asking. And number 3, you pull out your most recent report and hand it to him, saying, this month we printed 5 fan charts for ward members, and we scheduled 6 one-on-ones to analyze the ward members' tree. And of the families that we've been talking to, we've found that 62% have 4 generations or more. We were able to gather several names to distribute to the temple for temple work from members who are not able to go. We will give them to the EQ counselor and Relief Society counselors over family history to distribute to the members. Oh, and we also have 3 people that we'd like you to prayerfully consider for becoming consultants. Wouldn't you look like a superstar? So we're going to show you how to mobilize your consultant force and help them get used to asking for appointments. By asking certain questions, they'll know where to start their training. And how do you get that percentage of families with 4 generations or more for your bishop's report? Well, we'll show you how to help consultants discern what the members' training needs are and what their own training needs are. So basically, we want to help you look like a superstar of genealogy. Are you interested? If so, keep going. First, you need a ward list. Your clerk leader can download an Excel sheet so you can copy and paste the list right into a template. Next, you will need a OneDrive account. So you go to onedrive.com and you use a Gmail or Hotmail that you have already created just for your ward. Now to do that, go to Gmail first, and if your ward was the Pacific Valley ward, try getting the Pacific Valley ward at gmail.com. The password, make it so easy that the consultants and bishop can remember it easily, like Elijah 123. Now, who should have access and how? So after you set up your account, you'll be able to open the consultant planner and helper resource in one window. And then you can open the documents on OneDrive. The word sheet will let you document who you spoke with, and most importantly, do they have their 4 generations? Are they learning everything they're supposed to need? So you can make a copy of this Excel template and name it Pacific Valley Family History 2020 and send it to your ward clerk. Your ward clerk will export the ward list with the headings below to a file that you created for your hard drive. So this may be easier. There may be an easier way to do this. So we asked a ward clerk to do it for another ward, and he had it done without all the conversion slides in just a few minutes. Whenever you're merging one Excel sheet with another, you always have to have the column and the column heights and the widths the exact same as each other so that they merge properly. So for the clerk, I just want you to know we've already increased the lines on this sheet to over 950. So if you have less than 950 families in your ward, you can skip this section entirely and go to slide 11. So you would skip this because you wouldn't have to do all the conversion. So basically there are titles on the rows, like head of household, phone, and email. And after you've imported the section to your ward list into the template, you may change the row height and width to suit your new document. So now you've copy and pasted them into the template. And you only need these three fields: household, phone, and email. If you try to select all the columns, you're going to erase formulas at the bottom of the page. So that's why we're formatting the columns to be 13 wide and 61.8 high. So now you go to column G and H and then go down to row 975, and that's where you enter the skill levels. So these are things that you need to be able to do when you're working family history. Easy skill level 1 is I know how to log in, I know where to get the free accounts, I know how to log into Ancestry, and I've already got names reserved. So that's Schedule 1 right there. But let's say you want to add something. You want to add the word partner access. So you would go down to G975 because the rows are all numbered and the columns are all ABCs. So you find G975 and you can add something in there and it will show up as an item in a pull down chart. So these are examples of what you might find that you could click on when you ask the patron or the ward member, what can I help you work on? And they say, well, I need to know how to merge duplicates. Then you would open this pull down, find resolve duplicates, and you'd be able to have that documented that that's what you need to work on next time you meet with them. So it just shows you how to enter the skill levels at the bottom of the template. And then those levels populate the pull down features. You can add columns as you find things you need to track. So save your Excel file. When you go to OneDrive, upload the file. Remember where you're saving this file. So first you find it, then you're in OneDrive and you click Upload. Whoever has the login and password can monitor or amend the ward list so that the bishop knows exactly how many 4 generations you have, or have learned on the consultant planner, or who've been given the gift of the partner access. Each bishop does need to submit a quarterly report to the stake president, so this would be great to add. What kind of questions do we ask the ward members to help their bishop? Well, does the patron now have 4 generations? What are their skill levels? What do you know how to do in Family Search? What would you like to learn? And the level 2 is any additional skills for Temple and Family History consultants to consider submitting them as a consultant to the bishop for prayerful consideration. We also ask, have we printed a fan chart for you? We'd love to do that. Do you have any cards that you need help with baptisms? So think of things that they may not know how to do so you can train them. It might be they don't know how to source a record. They don't know how to upload a memory, or maybe they would like to record their voice telling a story, and you can help them record that and upload it. A Temple Family History leader needs to watch and know when a consultant needs training. And even if you don't feel like you know enough, would you like to help with the effort of teaching others? And that's where the consultant helps the leader. She gathers names for them. The consultants look for people persons, caregivers, and teachers who know how to get points across. They are the eyes and ears for the leader and bishop to finding people for the bishop to prayerfully consider for a ward calling. And here's one of the last questions that we ask. Who will you hand off to when you can't go any further? So this will be a list of leaders and consultants. And this question pertains only to the consultant working with that member when they can't go any further because they need training themselves. So this is a picture of the report. You don't try to print the 950 lines of data. You just print this report, and there's colored tabs at the bottom. One is red, one's yellow, one's green. You print the green tab, push it, and it's already formatted. So the things that you've been asking people will be automatically totaled at the bottom. So you enter the ward name on the sample page, and it comes up on the report. The date has a special code in it so that whatever date you open it to print it, it'll have that date on it. It will list the names of the consultants, and the only thing that you're going to do is you're going to add the names of those people who can't do the work, but sometimes they have names to distribute. If you're looking for a family history annual planner that gives you ideas for family history, and it gives ideas for the primary children, the young women's, young men's, word activities, and just activities that the Elders Quorum president would like to have for the ward. They all link to great ideas in family search, and then when the presidency makes their decision, they put it on this planner, and the bishop gets all the information of who's doing what for family history during the entire year. And it gives running totals of different programs that are going to be offered to the ward members. So if you want to give it a try, give us an email and we'll send it to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't tried our red and white cheat sheet or the flip chart that helps consultants do their very first one-on-one, you can ask us for that too. We'd love to help you with that. And also go to our blog. And if what I'm talking about seems difficult to you, you can always send your consultants to the FHguide.com, and we'll be able to meet with you every week if you would like to do that, and if you're local. We do have a testimony of this work. We experience miracles daily because of family history. The veil is very thin, and the opportunities are very great. We ask that you prayerfully consider the things in this video that will make your work easier for you. We were not asked or conscribed to produce these by the church. We do it out of love for family history, out of love for people who need training and who enjoy looking at pictures at the same time that they are learning. So we have a newsletter you can subscribe to, and you can always write to us. We do work with our own stakes, but people have found us on the internet, and we will never refuse you help just because you're not in our stake or area. Thank you so much for watching.